Welcome back to your first series of the day here for the Eastern European DPC Tour 3. We're heading to Bali, we're heading to TI, and we're looking at Nemiga against Team Spirit, who are taking it the distance here and heading into Game 3, Waga.
Yeah, Game 3, and right now it is Team Spirit coming in with the momentum as they won Game 2 in a very strong fashion there. It didn't look too risky for them at all at any stage. Yatoro didn't die a single time, had a clean Juggernaut game there. Nemiga, they had a good start in this series. They did take Game 1 in a pretty convincing fashion, but now they have to find something to change here to go into Game number 3, because their draft, I think Game 2 was all over the place. I don't really think that game was really supposed to be winnable by the draft that they had, actually.
Yeah, I mean, Spirit Breaker is out here winning games. Pango looked very good in Game 1. They got Respect Band in Game 2. So probably see a lot of the same elements here from Spirit just to try and make sure that they're removing these big key heroes, especially from Malrine himself. And Nemiga, yeah, respect to the Spirit Breaker, knowing how incredibly powerful that guy can be.
Yeah, they banned it first phase. Spirit Breaker is out. Doom is still out here by Team Spirit. Just don't want to deal with that. It's always a great hero for shutting down one like superb carry player like Yatoro, who is obviously so crucial to stop his impact. If you can just have Doom, you just slap Doom down on him and see how much you can cast when that is on him. But obviously they get rid of it. They don't want to play against it. And again, still gonna give that respect to Malrine from game number 1. His Pango was performance is the only thing I can really call it.
It really was superb. The change up now is the fact that Storm has been left in, so we have that ability to go for the Storm Pugna. But it looks like Team Spirit going to opt for the Mirror Techies, and Nemiga ignoring that opening duo. Bat Rider and Darkseer. Okay.
So they go for another quick 1-2. Not really the 1-2 combo we've seen that much in this patch, but yeah, they get the Bat Rider and Darkseer. That does, of course, still leave the Storm and the Pugna available for Spirit if they want to go for it. Laurel obviously doesn't mind playing those Spirit heroes on the mid lane, but what are they gonna probably pair up with the Beastmaster here for the techies possibly? Or
Magnus is also a possibility.
I like their move to take the Batrider though. Take it away. Team Spirit, you know, they do too much in the draft with the Batrider. Last game, I said it, they picked an early Batrider and thus shielded their own picks in a way, not revealing too much. And Nemiga, now very possibly going to be doing some similar stuff here with a support Batrider and Darkseer. Not impossible, but they could also play it on Malrine if they want, to throw it towards mid lane.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Having that flexibility of the Bat from mid to support to off lane feels incredibly good. And Team Spirit, they do opt to go for the Storm, so Laurel Storm coming out. Now, does that Storm pick force you to ban Pugna and or Kotl?
That's the thing. If you ban Pugna, you kind of still have to ban Kotl. And if you, does it really make sense to ban 2 heroes to try and stop the combo? Then you have pretty much no bans available here to shut down Yatoro's potential heroes. Yeah, you banned your Bloodseeker already, but you're very low on available bans. They're gonna say yes. They're gonna ban out the Pugna. Of course, Team Spirit are shielding their Storm Spirit pick with the Silencer ban. You don't want to deal with that global silence. Very annoying. I say if you ban Pugna, ban the Kotl as well, because that's still just as fine of a combo. Not really as strong perhaps, but it does make Storm completely busted. And this frees up Yatoro, who now he sees the Darkseer, he sees the Batrider, and can think, what do I want to play against this? What hero do I think is, you know, the most comfortable?
And you picked the Storm. Is it anti-mage time? Cover your Storm with an anti-mage pick against Darkseer Bat?
He could. I haven't seen too much AM being played, but you could take it. Could still probably play Juggernaut into that, to be honest. Dispel these stick and napalms. You can, you know, healing ward up against the Iron Shell spam. It's not an impossible matchup.
Oh, Voice Burn out for now.
Turn to ban.
Oracle ban, yeah, that would have been a great pick. Miposhka, very adept on the hero, and of course having Dispel against Darkseer and Bat is just incredible value.
Yeah, it's, I mean, if you have both Miposhka on the enemy team and you're playing Darkseer, you probably have to ban the Oracle. That makes a lot of sense now that they do it. But that prompts the question, is Kotl gonna be banned or not? Are they gonna get it? We will see Team Spirit. They banned out the Void Spirit. Now, thinking about the next one.
Yeah, I guess there's also the argument to be made that you've shown this techies that's likely your mirror hero. So do you want to pick Kotl as a 5 here? As Team Spirit?
Yeah, you can though. I mean, Kotl 5 isn't that bad. He can very easily stack up for you. He can do decent in lane supporting. You kind of shove the lane, you know, deward the enemy blocks on the pulls and then just play for the pulls and stacking. It's not too bad. But,
yeah, I guess my mind is still kind of caught up in old Kotl. Like, since they've switched Blinding Light to a primary ability, he feels much better going this like 0-1-1 build, and you've got more laning presence. You're going to be able to safeguard your carry a little better. In my head, it's still like Illuminate Chakra. That's Kotl in a nutshell, but he's not so much that way anymore.
I think you can also just skill the Blinding Light and then skill Illuminate and then skill Chakra if you're POS 5. If you pair up with, well, it depends what hero you pair up with, of course, but you don't have to go for Chakra immediately if you're POS 5. Usually the offlaners are a little bit more requiring that spam. A lot of offlane heroes are really about spell bursting, like we see Beastmaster Kotl, for instance, and yeah, Chakra early is really nice for more access. But carry heroes tend to just want to cast a spell here and there, not as dependent on the mana. Nemiga really digging in here, thinking about this. Morphling was banned out by Team Spirit, so don't want to have to deal with violent Morphling again here.
Yeah, I mean, the Kotl also has the extra value of Team Spirit now having this double pick, and they could Kotl TB, Jug Morphling banned.
They ban out the Juggernaut. That makes sense, because I still think you can play it against Darkseer and Batrider just fine, and you don't want to have Yatoro get that twice. Make them do something different, and, you know, heck it, give away the Kotl. I think both Oracle and Juggernaut made a lot of sense to ban out. Their decisions are logical. And they go Disruptor, so they have a bit of combo here for the Vacuum, and they also have another Silence and a Glimpse back against Storm. Very good tools to have against Storm, of course.
Yeah, it's like, okay, game 2, Team Spirit, you want a team fight? We'll bring it to you in game 3. We'll get some big wombo combos ourselves. Alright, Spirit, show us the magic move.
5 seconds remaining.
Give us the Keeper of the Light. Give us the Terrorblade.
Yeah, I'm looking at this and thinking, like... what hero they want to pair. They could also go for a ranged carry. It's usually something that is not too bad against Darkseer to have a hero that can actually kill the creeps without taking continuous Iron Shell damage. They pick up the Magnus. Could obviously be Collapse on that. Again, the flex potential there for Yatoro. They're taking a little bit of time. They don't have much reserve time left on Team Spirit. Only 17 seconds.
Yeah, gotta think quick. What is it going to be? Magnus into a Disruptor +1 lane? They go for Shadow Demon.
This is a hard counter hero to to Darkseer. This is just classic. And it gives you a bit of save for Storm Spirit here. So you have a way to stop the Batrider from, you know, just destroying people. You can still pull them while they're banished, but at least it saves you from being chain stunned. And also the SD ulti is just amazing for throwing down on the Darkseer. And even getting the shard on Shadow Demon in this game, you could dispel stuff with that, you know, take away the Disruptor's Q and the Batrider sticking napalms. So Shadow Demon makes a lot of sense here. It's sort of the soft Oracle, not as good early game, but scales to be, if not as good, maybe even better than Oracle would have been in the later stages.
You've got to be a little bit careful there, because you can still get glimpsed while you're disrupted, right? If you disrupt someone, the glimpse moves them into the correct position.
I believe so, yeah.
Well, Puck going to be your response here to that Storm Spirit. Coil pretty good against Techies and Magnus as well. Just continuation of this massive, overwhelming team fight strategy they've got going. And that now indicates to us Batrider is the position 4, right?
Yeah, it should be. It definitely should be. But this is starting to look like a terrible Storm game here against Disruptor, Puck, Darkseer, and a Lasso could also be annoying. I mean, Darkseer isn't really annoying, but the Disruptor and Puck are a problem, and then the Lasso is as well. And even Darkseer giving that surge movement speed, you know, mobility can sometimes be good for either chasing down Storm or to get away from Storm a little bit, create that distance. So a lot of pressure here, I think, on Yatoro's shoulders too hard carry here because Laurel. I mean, maybe he's gonna surprise me and have an absolutely amazing game on Storm, but it's looking like it could be a tough Storm here.
Yeah, a lot of hurdles and challenges in front of him. That's for damn sure.
Hey, look at that! They ban out the anti-mage, so they listen into what you were saying there before. The anti-mage could have been a hero for them.
Yeah, it's one of those heroes we saw a lot of. What was it? End of Tour 1, start of Tour 2, the whole Vanguard Radiance build, and then people thinking, nah, forget this. We're going to go Vanguard Battle Fury and just keep trying to farm ourselves up. Yeah, pretty solid.
But now it feels a bit awkward because now you can't do that anymore because Battle Fury is now Cornucopia. So you can't do the Vanguard disassemble for Battle Fury anymore, which was so nice for Anti-Mage specifically. But heroes like Juggernaut are not hurt by it. They're instead benefiting from having Cornucopia instead of going for a Ring of Health and a Void Stone, because Cornucopia is just more value for Juggernaut, who wants both mana and HP, getting it in a nice package and some damage as well.
One more ban. What's a Yato hero you're looking at here and saying, please, no?
They say Ricky. Would have been a fantastic Ricky game. Smokescreen against Puck and Darkseer, definitely. I could say maybe Lifestealer or... I mean, Yato is so flexible. He can play literally anything. I think Lifestealer or maybe Wraith King. There are two approaches here that I'm thinking. Maybe you have Magic Immunity, maybe you have 2 lives. Either which would be pretty good against Nemiga's lineup. Maybe there's a third approach here that Team Spirit want to go for instead. Yeah,
the third approach is Yatra is like, give me Phantom Assassin. He just starts destroying people.
Empower PA would work here. Would definitely work here.
I mean, maybe you're a little bit worried playing into Bat and Darkseer. It's going to be the Sven.
Sven with even more cleave from the Magnus powering him up as well. Sven is a hero we've seen farm insanely fast in this patch. I'm a little bit surprised that Sven hasn't taken over more, honestly, in the pro scene. Because in pubs, it just looks absurd. He farms so quickly, gets absolutely gear capped in, 20-something minutes. And a lot of heroes can struggle to keep up with the fact that he shoves the lane, goes jungle, and comes back. And he farmed like 4 camps during the time between the creep waves. So, Nemiga, we'll see what they want to do here. So far, they don't have a good answer to this Sven. They need a good 1v1 matchup here.
Yeah, especially with the addition of Harpoon. Like, it often felt like Sven was, hitting that critical mass, but not able to really produce more results afterwards. But now you can upgrade Harpoon. You can think about disassembling and reassembling all your items. It looks incredibly strong, even heading into late game.
TB, maybe? I guess. I guess for Nemiga. They have a lot of lockdown. They need something that can really stand up against Sven and just deal a ton of damage at the same time. And the downside is making TB into SD. I mean, then he can make TB illusions himself. But maybe you have to pick your poison a little bit here. Because I think TB could be great against Sven because of the high armor. But I don't see a lot of other carries that would fare that well against Sven here.
Yeah. Like, Ursa's going to struggle against this disruption and
yeah,
RP
the SD ulti destroys Ursa. It's really horrible.
What's happened to Muerta? Where's she gone? She's been out of the picture for a while, but it's Lifestealer for Nemiga.
Thought about that for a little bit as well, but it's not great for the Sven matchup. They do get the benefit of having Malrine infest bombs with Violent now, and that's pretty potent, but you don't have full safety in your rage. You can still get RP'd, and Sven man-fighting a Lifestealer, Sven can usually do pretty well in that. Obviously, Lifestealer is very good at single-target battles, but if Sven got strength, you're not really killing him through Warcry.
Yeah, with Empower and the backup of RP and Electric Vortex. And you've brought this up several times over past series and games, having this late-game Storm Magnus, double, triple, quadruple RP when you've got Aghanims and Refreshers and all that good stuff. I think this could look nasty for Nemiga if they take it too late. Definitely got a lot of potency, in laning stage and this ability to continually fight 20-odd minutes in around this Lifestealer. But yeah, difficult one for them for sure. As Team Spirit is so good at really applying this pressure, they twist the knife in. Okay, game 1, we gave it to you, that's a freebie. Game 2, make you work for it. Game 3, 20-minute victory.
Yeah, I think the problem could be here for Nemiga as well that they overall have a pretty nice like fighting draft, but they don't have any real fast tower damage. It's all gonna be right clicks from like Lifestealer coming in, and that's nowhere close to the damage from a Sven or empowered up Sven, or you know, even Magnus brings more right click damage than that of Darkseer. So we'll see exactly how it plays out here. But while Nemiga have a good fighting lineup, I think they could lose map control.
Yeah, I guess one thing you pointed out as well, look towards this Lal Storm Spirit, how well or how poorly his lane and his game is going to be. Things can quickly bleed out into the side lanes, things spiral out of control. If you give this puck a good start, Malrine could be all over the place, picking off Miposhka, Mira, two squishy backline supports that could be found. But everybody, fix your posture, and rest yourselves in your seats properly. Get ready for Game 3. It's coming up right after this message from EGB.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600. Cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
I hope you're all ready. All the teams, all the players are heading into Game 3 here. Last game of the series. The first series of the day of 3. As we get things kicked off here, halfway through Tour 3 of Eastern European DPC. And the odds there shrinking a little bit, 2.8 to 1.3. Now, of course, still giving Nemiga a good chance with this team fight draft, as Team Spirit will be looking for the reverse sweep here in this best of 3.
Yeah, we see both teams positioning, but Nemiga doing things a little bit differently here, as Team Spirit doing pretty much what we've seen them do a lot, just kind of go and take positions. But the wrap around here, Poshka runs in.
Shadow Demon. Oh, you walked right into them. Good flame break. And push him across. Self-disruption just delaying the inevitable demise of the Shadow Demon. Dead to Malrine, the mid laner, going to get his bottle faster. Worst case scenario there.
Yeah, great start for Nemiga, getting a bit of extra gold there towards your puck. That's going to really speed up his bottle build as well.
And already starting out, yeah, like you say, with a block on the Ancients, high ground vision. Nemiga sees straight into that Radiant Triangle even. Because it's going to be a game of stacks here with Magnus and Sven on your team. You absolutely know that Team Spirit are going to be building bank.
Definitely.
Collapse. Yeah, already taking a bit of damage before the lane even kicks off.
Yeah, some right clicks being traded there. Techi's trying to go in and do a little bit of damage himself, but not going to be able to do too much. Techi's throws on a sentry on the high ground. Not going to find the ward as it was placed even deeper. Also doesn't get rid of the block on the Ancients there, so not going to be any Ancients available until you unblock that. And you know, exactly like you said, that Magnus, he wants those stacks on the Ancients. He needs them.
And Collapse. Just trying to step forward, looking at these range creeps. Gets himself one last hit. So bad trying to trade with the techies. Not the best situation to be in. You're against Sticky Bomb and, what, 58 plus 6? 64 damage against your 53. You're losing that battle any given way.
It's a hard time. Also the range. It's just the range disadvantage. Disruptor actually has above average range. It's 625, but 700 is a big number. He outranges you by a lot.
Well, Collapse, nearly level 2. They can't kill a creep to get him shockwave, but they don't need to. Just walks up and punches him.
So bad being harassed down there. Mira was just hunting him, and then he gets too close to Collapse.
Now looking down bottom, Vazia going to drag the creep wave, dive under the tower a little bit to pull it across. Disruption's going to make the creeps meet, but Hellscream now able to get in with the Iron Shell and a vacuum back on Miposhka. Pops the stick, but still looking dead. As the Firefly allows Hellscream to move forward onto Yatoro with a Blood Grenade. He's right on top of this Sven with double Iron Shell, and Yatoro feeling the pain, the burn.
The aggro's onto the range creep again. Didn't take too much damage for that as well, and they're now gonna back up, try and get the stacks unblocked.
That keeps the small camp blocked as Mira gets tagged by the Thunderstrike, but still alive in this lane as they play aggressively on Violent with a Sticky Bomb, which he rages through.
A lot of trading. Even Violent going really low in HP here.
Yeah, uncomfortable times for everybody in all their lanes. I just want to take a quick peek into mid as well. Storm Spirit 14-3 against this Pucks 12-2. But Puck has wave under tower, missing out on a couple of last hits and a good deny from Lol.
It's the most chill of the different lanes right now, as both top and bottom are so volatile. Anyone can die at any moment, it feels like. Soon level 2 Iron Shells on bottom as well. That's when Sven could start taking a bit of damage for clearing creeps.
And that wave is so far pushed up. Vaja. It's often felt like Darkseer's first 3 or 4 levels can feel very tough. But the fact they've got these kills, they've dragged the wave back. Darkseer's going to have his Vanguard in a couple of minutes. 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, Batrider is doing great with Iron Shell on him as well, right? It's the two of them. They're going on Miposhka now, chasing him down.
He's already spent his disruption, so he's dead to the vacuum back.
Don't even need to blood grenade him.
No, Yatro can't even get to a wave. He's like, well, what am I meant to do?
It's a good start for Nemiga for sure, this game.
Sven just standing and waiting for creeps to come to his tower. Like, please, let me last hit something.
Yeah, pretty rare to see Yatoro not have a single deny so far as well. Just a lot of experience going the way of Hellscream and Vaja here, as they're getting both kills and not getting denied at all.
Oh, it's just so good up top as well. Sticky Bomb into Blast Off, Skewer into Shockwave, everything just a symphony of skill there from Team Spirit to kill off so bad. And at the same time, chip away at Violent. They caught them both up in the spells. Make sure this Lifestealer not having a happy time up here.
Yeah, both Lifestealer and Sven are feeling the pressure under their lanes. They are mostly watching their supports die, though, as, you know.
That's true.
Water refill mid. And the gank.
So bad. He comes in. Lol. Realizing he's dead, just trying to trade and harass as much as he can on his way out.
Yeah, it wasn't actually a refill, as he, I think, walked a little bit before he TP'd, because he TP'd from base, right? He died top of the wall.
Yeah, should have done.
Didn't get the refill, but maybe he didn't have space in inventory yet.
Yeah, unfortunate for Malrine, but I guess having water runes here is going to be more than enough.
Yeah, they get the gank, they get the kill. It's all fantastic. He's going to be full on puck anyway. Good rotation there from Sobad.
I did leave Violent alone for a little bit. Under his tower felt reasonably safe. And Sobad spending his spells on the techies. And still, it feels like he's losing this trade. Thunderstrike and Glimpse, sure, that's nice, but that's attack damage from techies. Add in a Sticky Bomb. And Disruptor feeling worse for wear.
The range creep elects to die to the Centaurs instead, as he tries to pull the creeps back here to the lane. Loses the range creep.
How are things going down bottom now? It looks like Team Spirit have kind of remedied the problems, even though they've died a bunch. Their last hit value starting to climb again.
I wonder if you go mana boost before Vanguard. Yeah, he does. I think you need mana more than you need to have Vanguard here on Darkseer, so he's gonna get it. Now they're gonna have more mana on Batrider as well to non-stop spam here. Could look to Iron Shell and Surge in the Batrider even at points. Or just keep the Surge up for safety. There it
up
is.
at top.
Oh, they're diving.
Oh, they're going diving bottom. Yeah, I mean, up at top was a bit of action, but Hellscream and Vazia straight towards Yatoro with a sticky napalm stacking up. Disruption to buy a bit of time for Sven to run back, but there's the vacuum. Vazia under tower taking some hefty hits, and Hellscream can't close the gap enough.
Defensive grenade slowed it down.
Yeah. Keeps Yatoro alive. Top lane was also a close fought battle over the large camp with skewers and all this nonsense onto the poor Violent Lifestealer.
Yeah, we'll see Mira make his way back to top lane, as well as Sobad chasing him. Storm, we saw him prioritize stacking up here, the big camp, losing even a few creeps to tower just to get this stack. But that is going to propel his experience a little bit, working on his level 7.
Yeah, that's going to be his Falcon Blade done as well. Great little item on the Storm.
Big creep wave pop. A lot of creeps here.
Yeah, I mean, Malrine has a shield rune bottle, TP ready, but no coil for 25 seconds. Wants to wait for that cooldown to think about his next move.
Oh, Hellscream and Vasha both coming to protect the Wisdom Rune here. Miposhka, he wants it, but it's not going to be easy to take.
Well, howdy. What you up to? Wisdom Rune grabbed by the Darkseer, and Miposhka gonna die.
That's smart to bring both the heroes, right? Normally you just send your support, but it's an ST, so they bring both the heroes, so even if he disrupts, they can still get it. That was very heads up by them.
Yeah, super clever. Mira does get the left-hand side one, though, so at least the Wisdom Rune piece for both teams. Lal returning to that mid lane. About half HP. You've got to be a little worried about Malorine here, having this full bottle and wand. Blitz Knuckles now arriving. Yeah, they'll TP in to help refill the bottle of lol.
Yep. TP refill, and he's going to be fine and dandy for now. 15 seconds. We have runes coming up, though, so sports coming to control.
Nicely done by Nemiga here to find Yatoro.
Oh no, not again.
Going under the tower again and killing the Sven.
Yatoro is not having a good start here.
Disrupt into Invis and grab from lol. Don't know if they can actually kill Malorine. Yeah, just going to jaunt away to the orb. This is something that Nemiga realized. 2 supports were moved into mid to help the storm, so they play bottom onto Sven.
Yeah, they're gonna crack down this tower very early here. With the Vanguard as well, can tank it up, and they can definitely bring it down. And this makes it awkward for Sven. He's gonna go and farm stacked big camp now, but this is the stacked storm wanted. So you're starting to encroach on each other's space because you cannot go bottom anymore. And this is a great start to the game for Nemiga. 7 kills versus 2.
I couldn't really even play top either. I mean, Collapse tried to get on to Violent, but a very tanky lifestealer. Triple gauntlets, closing in on his armlet.
Now stealing a bit of stacks in the enemy jungle, and look at Yatoro gets found. He had ulti popped as well. He wanted to farm, and he gets scared away from the big camp. Has to run over, farm the medium camp. Of course, he's not wasting any time. He's going as fast as he can to the next farm spot, but not being allowed to finish up the Wild Wing Ripper there. Every bit hurts here.
Yeah, there's no safe places for him. Item build-wise, nothing different from previous patches, it looks like. Still this Mask of Madness, Echo Saber, Blink BKB. Well, they've actually glimpsed Miposhka down bottom. Self-Disruption, Vazia and Sobad sticking around for the Vacuum Wall drag back. Kill the SD once more, and is up at top. They do get the play finally on Violent with the reverse polarity, but the response from Nemiga is to bring Bat, Disrupt, Puck with a coil, catch the Magnus and make him pay. Defend your tier 1 at the same time.
Yeah, holding their own tier 1 now, chasing. They only have 2 points in Glimpse, though, as he has both ulti. Oh, he reaches.
Yeah. The long arm of Sobad's Law finds a double kill for Malorine's Puck.
That's
Wait,
fantastic.
10-3. A 3k lead for Nemiga already.
Yeah, doing really great here in the gank department. We see Yatoro go up to get some stacks here. Going to stack up the Ancient. Not going to be able to get the big camp stack, surely, with the timing here, but they see him. They spotted him a little bit there as he walked down. But he is still topping the CS chart. I mean, we talk about how Sven is shut down. Oh, Hellscream.
Yeah, quick snipe there, but a good Static Storm field. There's no follow-through. Sobad just trying to kill Lal on his own. Thunderstrike and Glimpse, a lot of damage. Lal dropping low, but with a blast off there, Collapse gets the double kill. Helped out tremendously by Mira's techies.
They already left that area with the Puck. He's nowhere near and doesn't have a TP available, so can't come and help. Saw Sobad just calling like, guys, anything for the storm, kill him. But meanwhile, though, Malorine is gonna push mid. He's gonna do as much damage as he can here with Power Jets and Witchblade.
Catapult behind him as well, helping out a bit. I'm just toggling between last hits and net worth because there's a pretty big difference here. Sven 97-0 up at the top, Magnus 80 and 13, but you have this Puck and Darkseer. You know, 4 kills on Puck, Darkseer 4, 0 and 5. All these kills really starting to rack up in his net worth difference as they get the tier 1 tower bottom and mid.
Yeah, it's both the kills, of course, but also Sven farmed a lot of jungle camps, and a lot of those are less worth than lane creeps. So while his CS is really high, it's not really making up for the fact that he has been shoved around so much. Smoke now coming in. Looking for Sven. He's gonna reveal himself mid.
Yeah, Violet not getting involved. No infest bombs yet.
Mira
First point of contact is the Mira techies. Waning Rift, a glimpse. Starts blast off and plant some mines. Dead to rights no matter what happens there.
That was a good positioning by Mira, though. I mean, he dies, but he kept his Sven alive. That would have been a Sven kill if they surged in a Batrider with the lasso, with the Puck silence. No way for Sven to really get away. He's going to be fine for now.
Collapse with, I want to say a bit of a different build, but this is a Collapse build rather than the more meta Vanguard Echo Saber. Goes straight for the blink on the Magnus, so they've got this ability to snap into action quickly.
Yeah, I mean, he loves his Blink Dagger, doesn't he? He wants to get those big RPs, you know it, and he doesn't want to play just the farming. If you compare, like, pure Magnus to Collapse Magnus, it's really wonderful how
Night and
Dota
day.
can be played in such a different way. Even on the same hero, you can approach the game completely different. Because if this was pure, he would be farming non-stop. He would be probably like doubling the CS and have less kill participation and build completely different items.
Imagine looking for that all-in team fight in these early stages.
It's more fun to watch Collapse. I mean, he's the exciting player to watch.
He's being pinged out by Nemiga as they watch him come up to this top lane.
Well, yeah, they got their eyes on him, alright. They're coming in. DD rune on Puck.
Tumble, flame break, good disruption. Miposhka gonna tank the Dream Coil, but they've got the glimpse back on Magnus to drag him into the Static Storm. So the bonus kill on the SD might still be coming with this Firefly Surge. Hellscream is so speedy! Gets there with a lasso, finds the grab on him, and yeah, it's the bonus freebie at the end.
Just waiting for that surge to end, but it's level 4 already, so 6-second duration. The Batrider just runs him down, gets the lasso, and great fight so far by Nemiga. I like the way they're playing. I did address that they have no real tower damage in their lineup, so they need to dominate early to be able to win here. Late game, I would give the edge to Team Spirit every day of the week, but if they start out this strong, Nemiga's lineup could scale into a nice mid game and take over the game.
Team Spirit looking just to try and bolster their efforts and maybe smoke out of this top lane. They want this Blink RP to get some use. Yatoro, pretty strong right now. Doesn't have level 2 ulti yet, which is a little sad for him, but if they can connect on a core hero with this smoke, it could pay off big time. Get tier 1s, get a bit of map control. Just looking for any form of traction on this slippery surface that Nemiga have set up. Smoke breaks on Yatoro. They see Vazia. Blink RP. The puck is in the back with the Waning Rift. Vazia tanking through it with the mech and the 1 charges, but still blown up as the wall is dropped. Onto Team Spirit, and Violent shows up. Collapse, shredded, munched on by Violent. Lifesteal of Vortex, but in the rage, he doesn't care. A good blast off in from Mira. And lol, under the Static Storm. Sobat held it for as long as he could. Now Yatoro being run at. Sven on the high ground, turns and swings his big old sword, but he can't stick on a target. Can't kill Sobat, can't chase Malrine, and Team Spirit lose 3 cores.
Terrible fight for them there, and really good reaction. The positioning was good to smoke reveal. Yes, you lose your Darkseer immediately, but he has the mech, he has the cloak. He took a lot of resources to kill, and Malrine came in with a nice combo breaker there. His Waning Rift stopped the Sven stun, so it wasn't a clean combo onto the Darkseer as well. And yeah, they took the fight very, very confidently. At the point when everything was used on Darkseer, the Lifesteer just ran in and bossed up that fight. He's now going to be very close to his entire Deso, and that's going to make him even stronger in those 1v1s. We saw Sven as well. He only has 1 point Warcry. Warcry is a fantastic ability for these fights, but it doesn't do that much when it's level 1. He, of course, is going for the max Stormhammer, as you kind of have to, but he's not really ready for team fights yet.
No, it needs a bit more time. Yeah, and it was still level 1 God Strength as well. He's about to crack level 12. That was the first big play from Team Spirit, and it failed dramatically. They're now trying to set up bottom. Vazia farming some creep camps in enemy territory. Skewered back into Mira and Lal. Disruptor nearby and a surge away. Blast off connects, but Vazia just so tanky. He's got Pavis, Mech, 21 charges, vacuums back onto Mira. And now we see Nemiga bringing an additional couple of heroes down here. Violent, Lifestealer, surged up and sprinting forwards, Iron Shell up on him. Sees the techies for a moment there, and with a glimpse, yeah, they get the vision to reposition Mira.
Look behind, look at the deep move by Malrine. Sweeping in here. Collapse.
Hello.
Oh, a little bit slow reactions from Malrine. Probably has his camera a little bit misangled for that one, as he saw Collapse very quickly get out. The Blink Dagger saving his life there. Harpoon can't save you there.
The Observer with the don't give up chat. I like that. I mean, Team Spirit were very quick with their own chat wheel lines there. The old Balrog's laughter. The Kakoi cringe. Poor guy, Malrine. It was such a good move. Doesn't pay off though, sadly for him.
They do soon have their coil again, as they used it with Arcane Rune. They could consider going for an Infest Bomb, but also bottom tower. When you have such bad tower damage, it, funny enough, becomes more important to go for towers so that you get that damage in early and whenever you can. You can't just come down and take this tower quickly and easily later on. So, look at Malrine.
Yeah, Blink cancelled. Phase shift used. Does get away, though, as Collapse was looking for that blink RP.
Tower is under attack.
And get some deep vision down as well here. So bad planting 4 observer wards all the way from bottom jungle up through top river.
Dire vision is insane right now. It's absolutely massive. They see the tier 2 towers in a great way, and they found Yatoro. Infest bomb onto him.
Yeah, I think he knows that he's just dead up here. Kills off the creep wave, Stormhammer stun, and down he goes. How easy is it for Nemiga? Oh, they're getting a kill mid lane as well. Malrine using this coil to take down Disruptor, Shadow Demon, who has a disruption spell.
Yeah, one of the 2 disruptors in this game. He counts. He counts.
God damn it. A serious brain lag going on. And Team Spirit trying to disengage as the sweep through comes. Mira, he sticks around, kills off a centaur. Oh,
5 seconds glimpse. A little bit of cooldown.
Found. Pretty
Yes,
speedy with the taser. Courier.
Courier scout.
Right over the top of him. Blast off into glimpse. And vacuum there from Vazia. Make sure there's no escaping.
Now moving for bottom again towards this tower. The kills they're collecting on Yatoro are so important. They know he just wants to farm and get big. Last game I said it, he was 0-0-0, minute 20. That score sure ain't looking as pretty this time. He's 1-4-0. Yeah. Not much kill participation, but he's also not the strongest on the field. Lifesteal is doing a pretty good job keeping up, only 1,000 gold behind, but Darkseer and Puck are both ahead of him in net worth, and that's through fighting. These guys are just running around being mercenaries on this battlefield, killing everything they see.
Yeah, right. We start to see the downside to this Blink Dagger and Collapse, right? We talked about how it's kind of his signature, likes the blink, likes the flashy plays and the teamfight ability it gives. But Blink Dagger is very often this investment into aggression. If you're not using it, you spent this 2,000 gold when you could have an Echo Saber. You could be on your way to this pipe that he wants next. So he slipped pretty far behind in the net worth as well.
Spirit just don't have a move right now. It feels like they don't have anyone making plays. They are currently sitting at a 1, 2, and 3 Storm, who's not getting too involved in things. And Miposhka is 0, 7, and 1, so he's having an awful time. Mira is about to be caught top, possibly, if he takes the wrong step here. Very close to getting in vision. Smoke breaks.
Who's up here?
They know he's
so
close.
Bad. Malrine, they see him now. Malrine notices. Smoke breaks on him. Techies all leashed up under the coil. A bit of space here created by Mira, making them really work for the kill, but Vacuum comes and cuts him down up at the top.
Oh, so bad. A little bit too late for this, but he tried to find the Storm Spirit. Not going to be in time for that. If he had his shard, he could maybe have scouted with it there, but not going to be able to connect. Overall, though, right now, Team Spirit are in panic mode. They're just trying to get some D wards now. Miposhka doing a good job getting rid of the ward on bottom, but they don't have any form of aggressive threat that they're putting right now. And Wisdom Runes are spawning soon, the Tormentors are up, and these objectives, if you're not playing aggressively, your opponents are surely gonna take these objectives away from you.
Nice attempt from Collapse there to try and skewer through the phase shift. Malrine on the money with the escape, though. I had to look at the side lane tier 1 still standing for Nemiga, offering protection across the board. And of course, as we get now 20 minutes in, Roshan, Tormentors, Wisdom Runes will start to come into play. Lots of objectives to be claiming, which makes these side lane towers that much more important, just as a platform to TP to.
Exactly. I spoke about it yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I think. The ease of invasion when you take away the tier 1 towers, it's so much easier to access the Tormentor and the Wisdom Rune, since you don't have to try and sneak around and go all the way around. And there we go. First one, it's gonna go to Batrider.
Alrighty then. Infest in the stocks here. Skewered back under tier 2. Out they pop. RP down. Collapse. And the blast off from Mira connecting on Vazia. Violent gonna have to try and rage and run. Malrine creating a bit of havoc in the front lines to allow the Lifestealer to escape. Storm Spirit wants a little more though. Lala zipping forward. Gets coiled up. Malrine felt it coming.
They're saying no. We're not fighting anymore. Just get out of here. Don't want to keep this going. Right now, Lifesteal's move animation is bugged, by the way. He's sliding forward. Even his attack is bugged. What? He's not attacking, he's just standing still on my screen.
Yeah, same here. He's got those little, he's got the shoes with the wheels in, you know? He's rolling around.
What is this? Look at it. Statue stealer. He's become a gargoyle.
There is one thing moving, the little red blades or whatever they are, the shoulder pads.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Dire's top tower.
That's what's
like
controlling
wobbling.
him. It's like Ratatouille, you know? They're pulling on his strings forward.
He's in a soul pact with the devil.
Yeah, I don't know. Rigor mortis has set in.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, something has to be done about that. He just can't see what he's doing. I wonder if he rages, maybe it'll fix itself. We'll see what happens. Please, Violent, press. Yeah, he's being pinged by.
Yeah,
he's pinging himself. Teammates
like,
are pinging
look,
him.
guys, look what I'm doing. This is always players' reaction to when some stuff like this is happening. Is always like, look what I managed to do. I'm broken.
He's sitting on his haunches, he's like a little kitty waiting for a treat. He's sitting there at your legs. Roshan gonna be the goodies.
It's always more creepy because he just walks up to Roshan, sits and stares at him, and Rosh is dying.
Team Spirit can't get here fast enough. They're all grouped up as 5 around mid-tier 2, and they scan the Rosh pit. They've got to know that it's already dead.
Yeah, they know they're late. They're gonna try and make a move over there. They're gonna hear Roshan has fallen, and they're gonna turn around and run. Or are they gonna fight? Okay. They still want to do something? Do they have a ward to drop on the high ground? They do. Okay, let's set up a little trap.
This is one of those lineups if they land all of their spells perfectly.
They could burst
team
Puck,
wipe.
maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if Nemiga all group up and start to be clumped, I'll get the skewer initiation straight off on the dogs here. A lot of damage from Yatoro to kill him off. Lol. Not going to get caught in a static storm. Actually disengages as the call gets dropped on to Collapse, who RPs them back. Malrine dodged with a phase shift out. Violent in trouble, though, losing all of his HP to Yatoro, and the Aegis already claimed.
Team
3
Spirit,
heroes down. Team Spirit with a team for execution. Going to skewer the lifesteal and get the kill. A triple for Yatoro. It was 1-4-0, now 4-4-0.
This is Collapse doing it, man. That blink pulls one back, gets them in position, then lands a really nice RP as well, almost getting a 3-man RP, but perfect. And Nemiga did not expect this. You can tell. Like, who fights you right after you take Roche? Who does this? The audacity, but the unexpected play there by Team Spirit to be the aggressors actually worked out in their favor. Probably largely because Nemiga didn't expect it at all.
Yeah, nice Aegis. This guy's just gone.
Bottom tower is under attack.
It's only a 1k gold lead, less than 1k gold lead now as we see the game evening out entirely.
Man, Team Spirit just so good at these surprise moves. Yeah, starting to get ready to count them out of this game, but you can't be doing that.
No, they still want the win. There's still the DPC. Every win matters. Apart from the first game. First game, you know, they sleep. Game 2 and 3?
Real shit.
Real shit.
How many smokes have they got? Can they go again? RP in 35. God Strength is ready.
Could go for fights even without smokes right now, it feels like. I like the little mines they're dropping on every single ramp that they can, just to control. Get some, warning signals for enemy smokes. Use that, techies.
Is this similar to game 2 where we had this big turnaround, like one fight win? Now
this is
gives Team Spirit
very important position higher. Risky push. Collapse is gonna jump and try to go for a dig, I think. It's scary to do though, because he gets glimpsed and then he doesn't have BKB to not get pulled back.
He's waiting to see. Go fishing. What can they find? It was Malrine with the Infest Bomb. 2 heroes caught up in that coil. Violent pops out with his BKB. Disruption does save him, but he's still in the static storm, and the lasso is there. Nice Stormhammer. RP, Collapse, and Yatoro. Oh, the damage! Look at them go! Yatoro just cleaves them into pieces! The Pug's gonna try and jaunt away. Lol keeps tabs on him while Yatoro, he's found another target in the back. Stormhammer caught up in the field. So bad, nearly dead, but it's the big one on Malrine. The wicked sick Pug taken out of the game.
I think they just have to focus everything on Yatoro. I don't think they can focus Storm like that. Yes, Storm is important, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. They commit lasso, coil, everything, and they jump up and clump up on that Storm, who just gets saved by one single disruption, and then everything is looking so terrible. Collapse now. Looking for a chase on so bad. Not gonna get him. Close though.
Yeah, you're right though. This kind of dogpile mentality from Nemiga, like, get onto one target, try and get this vacuum into into Coil.
Now
Team Spirit have all the answers.
Yeah, now Yatoro is looking like he's gonna hard carry this game. They have the Solar Crest spam going on him. He's got 18,000 net worth versus the 12k of Lifestealer, who's really falling behind at this point. And in the team fights, with Empower, with God Strength, Daedalus Online, Mask of Madness, Echo Saber, he just deletes people. They all disappear in no time at all.
Yeah, I mean, what? 3 minutes ago, they were 7k behind. Now 6k ahead. Two team fights. That's all it took. 2 team fights in the space of 3 minutes has dragged Team Spirit almost out of the grave and into a position where they just one-tap the puck. Malrine disappears.
2 1400 damage crits in a row with the Echo Saber. Yeah, he died pretty fast.
The monster.
Even if he didn't crit, he would still kill him before he is unstunned.
Did the puck have the gem as well, right? So that trades hands yet again back into Team Spirit's pockets, being held by the Shadow Demon.
This is looking terrible. He had the gem, but he didn't check that high ground, that ramp.
Wisdom rune for so bad, at least. Now this is where the map starts to get small. You have been the ones that were hunting and controlling everything.
I think
3 team fights in a row, losing them.
At this point, they've solved the puzzle. Like, Nemiga looked dismantled right now. They were going for all these aggressive moves. They were trying to go for things. Now they're just running around kind of clueless. They're working on a nullifier on Lifestealer, but it's so far away, man. He needs like 3,400 gold or something. By the time he gets this, the Sven is already going to have ended the game, I feel like. He's so dominant.
So bad, getting zipped on. Lyle spends the majority of his mana to get on top of Disruptor and collapse. He was looking to body block him to make sure Lyle gets the kill.
Yeah, just hanging out, watching. Harpoon now on collapse as well, gonna allow him to chase people a little bit more as Sven is working on a full Satanic.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Yeah, Satanic Butterfly, so disassemble the Mom into both of those. You can see there the overall hero damage, you know, Puck, yeah, 16,300. Sven is right up there. And the majority of that 16k hero damage is like the past 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes. He was farming until like 24 minutes in. So, yeah, he wasn't doing any damage in that part of the game. But now he's happy to come in here and show you what he's been working on. All these shiny items he's been completing.
Full investment paying off.
Satanic is up now, has the entire thing, working on Harpoon next, so still gonna go back for that.
They do relinquish their Wisdom Rune on the left side. Hellscream sees it. Torment are going to get taken by Spirit on the right-hand side, as we see the difference there between the Puck and the Storm. Trading places now, as the Puck had been leading this entire game.
Yeah, I mean, Larless finding his way back into this as well, and with a status resistance of 29.6% with the Kaya Sanj and Titan Sliver. This time it's working. It doesn't say 0 for me.
Mine's bugged. Mine says 20.0. So I guess mine doesn't count the Titan Sliver?
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's the base Kaya Sanj.
Yeah, the flat 20. Well, Nemiga knows where Team Spirit are, so they're just trying to mirror the moves, get a bit of farm elsewhere, waiting for this next Roshan fight, potentially.
Yeah, they're working on Lincoln's here on Puck. He's gonna go base and complete it pretty much. Could sell his bottle for it if he wants to right now, but would be nice to keep the bottle as well. However, how much rune control do you really have anymore?
Yeah, nada. I need more time. Team Spirit. What is it? 4 minutes until night? Yeah, so they're pretty certain. Or it's guaranteed it's going to be
Bottom
this
Roche.
Roshan in the bottom right corner. Yeah,
definitely a bottom Roche, and they're gonna just play in this area right now. They want Aegis. They have Hex on Storm. They're gonna farm up the next creep wave over there with Magnus as well.
Go for my master.
a full 3-minute sport on Roche.
He's not
Is
rushing.
that good for Nemiga?
It is good for Nemiga, yeah. I mean, the earlier Roche would spawn, the worse it would be for them. We already see Nemiga infesting their Puck as they leave the base here. And Lifesteal changed his mind. He was going for a Nullfire to counter the Sven and his Warcry, as well as the Taser. But now going for an Assault Cuirass, realizing that he just dies if he gets next to his Sven right now. So armor for himself, armor for the entire team. But there goes the alarm system. Stepping on the bombs. This guy give awareness. Stepping on
People
another
over
one.
there.
They hear it. They draw on the map. They're like, yep, they hear it. They're going like this. And Techies has averted
Radiant's
a
middle
crisis
tower
here
is under attack.
just by dropping 2 remotes, stopping a smoke gank.
Yeah, now they smoke up and make their play. Well, this is the thing, right? Nemiga, they need so much vision to keep tabs on Team Spirit. They need to know where the Shadow Demon is because he's disrupting and saving Storm. Where is Collapse's Magnus because he's coming in with these huge 3-4-man RPs. You can see the Sven and say, okay, yeah, cool, see the Storm, whatever. But these backup actors, the people in behind, they're causing problems for them.
Yeah.
Team Spirit. Going straight in onto the Lifestealer. That's your carry. Disappears in the blink of an eye, and a disruption here. Is that on the puck? Is that Malrine? Silence caught up in the vortex and the skewer. That
2 most valuable heroes lost. They lose the gem as well. So none of them have buyback 50 seconds. And that leaves Darkseer, Batrider, and Disruptor to defend high ground now. With a very pissed off Sven coming up. Empowered. God Strength.
Yeah, glimpse him back.
I have expected
Delay
him to
things.
BKB and just chase the Disruptor there.
Dire's middle
That would have been great, honestly.
Dire's structures
Glyph forced out already. I mean, 30 seconds without, your 2 primary heroes in this game. Sven's on your high ground.
If you time Harpoon correctly with Glimpse, you should be able to pull yourself the entire way.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Like the timber chain trick, right?
Yeah.
Under attack.
From the base trick.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Well, there goes the middle melee barracks. Very quickly dispatched with by Yatoro, who's moving to Ancients. Keep this farm rate up.
Now working on that Swift Blink. Wants to be even faster, even stronger at just going in and executing people. And they're gonna go back and check on Roche. They're like, wait, how is Roche not up yet? Still 20 seconds.
Yeah, where Roshan? There's a little proxy mine in there, so I guess.
They do know
Well,
that
no, when
he's
he-
gonna have to spawn soon. This is maximum spawn in 8 seconds here, so they're all heading down there. They're like, come on, stop pranking us.
They can kill him faster than he can move to the other side, right?
40 seconds?
See he
Yeah,
spawns.
I
Yeah.
I don't think Roshan is gonna have time to relocate here, no.
Radiant structures
Gotta get into
are
the pit
fortified.
first.
They are not going for it though. They're going over. They don't want to risk
Radiant
him
must
moving
stand.
and a disaster happening. So they're actually
I
going
think-
over.
I think that's clever.
Probably a wise move, yeah. They smoke up.
Okay.
They just... Oh, so they're saying they expect us to Roche, so let's go kill them and push again.
The mine popped on so bad.
Are scanning.
The ball in from Storm straight on top of him. Orchid and Scythe dead, but with buyback. And the Dire was scanning Roshan as he wanders across the map through the portal. This is somewhere where Nemiga could set up in this top left corner, get some wards down, maybe think about fighting. Because honestly, it feels like their best chance here is to fight around Roche. Don't fight on your doorstep. Don't allow Team Spirit to get to your base yet.
They're all gonna portal, so... Do you have AoE? I mean, you have Darkseer? You could drop down the wall on the gate here as they come through.
Wait, Spirit are looking... Yatoro walked into the pit and he's like, wait.
They're all coming.
Something's up here. High ground ward is there. They see them all coming through the gate. The blink out from the puck. Malorine gonna TP away. No contest, just letting them have it.
Top tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
They wanted to fight, but they're too weak. They don't have Disruptor yet as well. They're working on Aghanims on Disruptor, by the way. That could
Bad.
be one way back into the game, but...
Hell scream, hell scream, hell
Steal
scream.
it.
Come on, you can do it. Roshan nearly dead. Sticky napalm in the pit to give the vision. The flame break, the blink
Timing?
in.
It's
Roshan
good.
about to die. The storm hammer. Oh, poor Batrider gets done in by Yatoro.
It's good, but it's not great. It was very, very close. It was a nice attempt.
Very good.
Nice attempt. The flame break pushing them away there.
Yeah, could have got Aegis and cheat because he made 2 slots, so he was looking to grab both of them.
He did. He got greedy with it, which was good, but not going to be able to steal that. Well worth his life, though, to try it at least. He's going to respawn in 40 seconds. They still have to go through this tier 2 tower. Push is coming, though.
Pretty heavily.
Top tower
Yeah, they want to go high ground before he respawns. So Sven just going to explode up on this high ground here.
And what's our buyback stats looking like? Puck has buyback, but nobody else has the money for it.
Dire's top
They're all like, yeah, 600-700 gold away.
Magnus looking. Collapse. someone.
Cheeky fella hiding in the trees. Placing a deep ward as well.
Bit of respect here for the high ground push. Maybe they don't know if the Disruptor Aghanims is already completed. That's why they're respecting it so much. They don't have Aegis on Sven. So Sven doesn't want to get caught in a Aghanim's Disruptor ulti and then die. That's why we see him be so careful right now.
Dire's top
Lol just gonna zip in behind tier 3s.
Yeah.
Just go scout them out. Get a bit of vision.
Disruptor's farming the map. He's like, please give me this. But he's under a ward. They see him now. They know he doesn't have it. They know he's working on it. They can even go there with Storm and kill him.
I think I can just finish off the barracks top.
has fallen.
Keep Yatoro protected, the Lincoln Sphere.
Barracks are under attack.
Breaking the buildings down. Yeah, Disruptor just not joining at all.
Dire's top barracks has
They
fallen.
could just ask the question, does he do anything if we go
Dire's
mid and
middle
bottom as well?
barracks are
Mid,
under
easy
attack.
of course,
Dire's
3
middle
taps.
barracks has fallen.
Doesn't look like they're gonna go bottom. A little bit risky. There's still the chance for surged Batrider pulls into Fountain, so respect here from Team Spirit as they play it slow and safe. So
Yeah,
bad.
Systematically taking
Still
this
so
entire
far
map.
away. 1100 more gold for this Aghanims. He has to sell Blink for it.
Oh, where's this Philosopher's Stone, man?
Or sell everything else. Sell Pavis, sell Tranquil, sell Magic Wand. You have to go on all-in play.
How much do you get from that? Pavis is 700 gold sell.
Yeah,
Is he gonna
Pavis
get, like,
alone is pretty good.
1200?
Oh no.
Oh, Storm Spirit has found Disruptor. He's scythed up and he's dead for 60 seconds. No buyback, no Aghanim Scepter. And Team Spirit now in a 6 versus 4 scenario. Holding Aegis still on the
Coil
Storm.
wasted as well. They used it on Sven just to get out, so no coil available for 69 seconds.
Not so nice.
Less than nice, Gareth.
Team Spirit looking like they're about to take this series.
Storm with the Aegis walking up, confidence here. Has the Lincoln Sphere.
And the Scythe of Ice, Harpoon Skewer, Lotus Orb there onto Violent.
Well, that was a bit of a miss combo. He was skewering him away, but then the Vortex stopped the pull from the skewer.
A little bit wonky. Oh,
Pranking his
Malrine
teammate.
up to?
Collapse is very upset with him now. He's like, why you stop?
How dare you? Another jump. Another rage. Violent still holding that BKB. Looks like Malrine was trying to cut wave in behind them, but Team Spirit don't care, creep wave. They just destroy your buildings. They vacuum wall Yatoro. Not a care in the world from Spirit at this point as they make sure the mega creeps are coming. And another Harpoon Skewer play. Hellscream gonna Ogre Seal Totem out of Collapse's range. And Malrine silencing, phase shifting, getting away from Miposhka, but Lal holding the line, still holding Aegis as well with a minute to go. A bit of poking and prodding here from Nemiga, just trying to see if they can engage with Team Spirit in some meaningful way. A kill on Collapse would be decent here. On the way out, he's fake pumping RP. Does lose his life in the end, but Team Spirit, they got what they came for. Dire base in disarray.
Did you see this sort of interesting gear cap item that Yatoro went for? His final item is actually Disperser in this game. So he can guarantee movement speed now against Lifestealer. It's kind of nice, I guess.
Okay.
And you can also dispel yourself with that. So he has 3 different dispels, BKB, Satanic, and the Disperser. And funny enough, this Sven is now burning your mana. Words that I would not expect to say. I don't know. I don't think I've seen too many Diffusal Svens in my day, actually. I've played Dota for a long time, but
I think this is the first time I've ever seen it.
not very common item, yeah.
I mean, because he had Butterfly Satanic queued for a long time, right? Because he wanted to disassemble a Mask of Madness, but pretty cool. A DD rune now for him as well. Tier 4 items for Nemiga. Telescope Batrider, Infested.
Oh, he's
And
letting
with
him smoke up here.
Malrine. Yatoro, he jumps forward. Everybody else jumps back.
Yep. He blinked forward, Puck blinked in, but then he just gets out. Blinked?
Blinked? Blonk? Blunk?
He blank.
You blank.
Yeah, just like their base. No racks here, it's all blank.
A lot of blank space. A couple of solitary buildings out there as well.
They did sell the Pavis, by the way, for the Disruptor at least. So he has that Blink Aghanims play with Tranquil still. It's the one hope and dream that they have here is to get a massive Aghanims ulti from Disruptor.
With a vacuum of Vazia, yeah, they both got blinks.
They kind of need to do that like 3 or 4 times though to kind of have a chance to win this. They need it like twice just to equalize the map a little bit.
Well, it's also a case of like, where's their damage coming from? It feels like Puck and Lifestealer have kind of petered out.
Yeah, they don't have tremendous damage. And Sven has 4,000 HP now.
That's exact.
With this build.
No boots, only damage. Swift Blink acting as his mobility item.
Just like last game, his Juggernaut. Swapping out the power treads for the Hyperstone.
And Mira is even comfortable to farm large camp right in front of the Dire base.
Still like the one neutral camp that you can actually kind of reach when you're stuck in base. It's like, no, you can't have this.
Not even this one. 2-man smoke. Oh wait, no, that's a ninja. That's double ninja gear. That's a no-man smoke. It's a double ninja gear.
Yes, ninja gear, very balanced.
Shadow Demon and Sven weren't even near each other. They were on opposing sides of the map.
Here we go, another smoke.
No.
This one is a smoke.
Yeah, a big one. 5 heroes. Let's go.
Sven
Lol.
wants to go in with a Storm leading the way.
Kaposhka. Smoke breaks.
They've been using Storm's Hex and Orchid to lead and then follow up.
Very good.
Lifestealer in danger.
There we go. Jump straight in. Catching out with a Static Storm down. Yatoro pre-BKB'd and a big physical damage hit with an RP from Collapse. Kills Lifestealer off. He's dead for 70 seconds and will skewer both Bat and Darkseer across away from their throne. They get the vac wall drop down, but Sven just turns and hits them all. Glimpse back towards the Puck, but not too much that they can do. Half HP Yatoro going to walk through the wall and not really care about what comes his way. As Larl, 400 mana remains. Always safe with his Lincoln Sphere to be able to jump in and out of fight. And this is just domination now from Spirit. They've won the fight. They've taken tier 4s. The throne is falling and GG is called. Team Spirit, another 2-1 victory. Losing game 1 and showing their prowess in the succeeding games.
They don't look the same. They're like Team Spirit in game 1 versus Team Spirit in game 3 literally look like different animal, you know? Are they related? Is it the same players? I can't even tell, dude. It's such a different way that they play Dota in game 1 or game 3, but they did struggle a little bit in game 3. The start was good from Nemiga, but I think they fell on what I again said. The draft doesn't have enough tower push. They did a great job trying to do what tower damage they could. Malrine was working overtime with his auto attacks on Puck, and they did gank really well, and Yatoro was shut down for the early stages of the game. But Sven versus Lifestealer, not a bad carry-to-carry matchup, and the overall damage just scales way harder. Like you said, late game, who has the damage on Nemiga? They just didn't have any.
Yeah, it was really tough. Like, it looked so good early days with this. Like, Darkseer Bat Rider looked incredible. I'm gonna have to.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to try that out in pubs. That looks really fun. Position 4 Bat, just run at people, charge them down. But yeah, you get to these situations where, you know, experience in weird situations where Spirit are, you know, they're down 7,000-8,000 net worth. They're down items. The Sven hasn't been involved. He's 1-4. Roshan has been taken by your opponents, and they make that one defining move where they fight around the enemy Aegis, get some sick plays from the Blink Dagger of Collapse, and the game is just suddenly turned on its head where they're the ones with front foot forward, playing aggressively, they've got momentum, win another team fight, then the pick off on Puck, and the game felt over then, after being...
Yeah,
you know,
two fights, right? After being terribly out, they take 2 good fights, and the game is just spun around. Like, now we're the ones dominating.
Yeah, great stuff by Spirit. I mean, it's good. Yeah, good to see them cracking on, getting victories, tying things up at the top of the table. We love to see that with Bet Boom, Spirit, and 9 Pandas all looking incredibly hot, undefeated in terms of series. Well, that's just the first series of the day. Team Spirit taking the victory. Props to Nemiga for winning game 1, holding out in game 2 and 3, looking like they probably deserve to stay in Division 1 right now. But of course, 2 more series to come. Hydra against Walekum Nihao and 9 Pandas against Bet Boom. That third series of the day is going to be a cracking one. But that's it from me and Waga. It's going to be Aries and Danog taking you through all of that. So make sure to stay tuned, and we'll see you guys next time.